Hi everybody, it's Stephen here for Bland Designs, and this is not actually a vlog. I'll do my next official regular vlog this coming Monday. We are still in Sydney, so this is just some short notes from the trip so far. So this is going to be very, very short little video here, just to keep you up to date on what's been going on. I have noticed that a lot of you have been watching the videos that I've already posted. And thanks for doing that, and a lot of you have been sharing some comments. I haven't been really writing to all the comments, mainly because of the way the internet connection connects here, and also we've been really busy during the day, as you can tell from the videos, going here, there, and everywhere. So it's coming to an end. This is our second last day here. Right now as I record this, it's Tuesday, March the 6th. You lose track of all kinds of time. Yes, I am enjoying some wine. Also, the sound may not be the most perfect here. I've got my microphone on. I've got it fairly close up to my mouth because I'm sitting out here on our balcony, and it's a little bit windy today. Plus, there's the noise of the city below, and I just didn't feel like recording it indoors because in another couple of days, won't be able to sit outside again. Got to get reclimatized to Canadian weather. Although we have been watching the weather for home and looking at our cameras at the house and outside, and it looks like most of our snow in our area is gone. And the weather has been in the very low single digits and a little bit below zero the last few days. Now I think there is some prediction, Walter said, that it could be some snow when we arrive on Thursday. Didn't you say that the forecast was calling for some snow?
Snow or rain.
Snow or rain, yeah, either way. Well, it's March. Now, speaking of March, here in Sydney right now, it is now officially autumn. They start autumn on March the 1st, which I find a little bit different from the way we calculate our seasons, because for us, the first day of spring, which would be the opposite of Australia's fall, is March the 21st, not March the 1st. So technically we are still, as far as the calendar is concerned in Canada, in winter. We don't hit spring until the 21st of March, whereas it's now officially fall here. And we have noticed a subtle change in the weather. Not really sure if it is a seasonal thing or not, but it is a little cooler. And when I say a little cooler, I'm only talking like down to 21, 22 degrees C. It has been windier, but that could be a variety of reasons. But generally speaking, it's certainly not cold. That's for certain.
Supposedly 24 today.
Walter says supposedly it's 24 today. Now it's hard to determine that because it's a bit overcast and it has been windy, so it doesn't feel really hot. Actually, it's very comfortable.
And of course, we have seen people on the street wearing like heavy coats.
Yeah, Walter says, you probably couldn't hear what he just said, but he says we have seen people on the streets wearing heavier coats. In fact, we were behind one young girl who was pushing a cart, looked like a bunch of a box full of printer paper or something on a cart, and she had on what we would consider probably close to a winter jacket. It had fur around a hood, and it looked like it was fleece lined and the whole bit inside. So, go figure, I guess to them it's chilly. So what else? Well, we've pretty much exhausted Australia as far as this trip's concerned. We've seen quite a bit, and we are going to do a review of the trip on our next Stephen and Walter Live, which will probably be this coming Sunday at our usual time, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That is, if we're not asleep. We have jet lag to look forward to, and if it's anything like the last time we went to Australia, that jet lag lasted for about 2 weeks before we got our systems back around. You wouldn't think it would be that long, but it was then. I hope it's not that long this time because I got a lot of stuff to do when I get home. Some of you, speaking of home, have been asking about my mother. Called her this morning our time. It's Tuesday. It was actually Monday evening or late afternoon Canada time when I called her. She did have a fall yesterday or the day before or something, and as you know, my sister's now in Mexico, but she didn't hurt herself, but she did get the paramedics came and helped her up and checked her out. And Walter's niece, Karen, who works for the emergency services, she was there as well. They must have called her because they have her number. And she spent some time with my mom when she was over there, which was really nice of her. And Mom really appreciated the visit. Karen's a really nice person, and she's really got a gift for, being able to, talk to and relate to older people. So that was kind of nice of her to do that. I appreciate it. But when I talked to Mom this morning on the phone, she seemed normal. Everything seemed to be okay. So that's good. So thanks for asking about her. It's one less worry at the moment, as long as she can hang in there for the next couple of days until we get home. And then I can get her all stocked up on whatever she may need, although my sister's been looking after her with no problem, from what I know anyways. But so anyways, that's one less worry for now. Not that I've had a lot of worries on this trip, and that's a good thing when you're on holidays. You shouldn't have a lot of worries. I have rattled a few feathers, especially on the video I did about Sydney and Mardi Gras, which is their gay pride. And there were a few of the locals here. They weren't regular subscribers. Sort of let me have it right between the eyes. And I started to debate with them, and then I got thinking, is it worth it? So I just deleted the comments, and that's why you probably haven't seen them, because they're gone. There's no sense arguing about it. It's my opinion. Everybody has an opinion. And I think there were some things that I said that I don't think were fully understood what I meant by them. And that's okay, that's fair. It happens. So whatever. But I'm not going to get my knickers into a knot about that. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. So, and mine happened to be that it was what it was. And if you've not seen that video yet, you can see it and make up your own mind about it. Maybe we'll discuss that in a little bit more detail when we do Stephen and Walter Live on Sunday as well. I've also probably said a lot of things on here that may sound a little bit negative about the experience. I don't mean them to sound negative, but I don't believe in the fact that when people come back from a holiday, and I know lots of people like this, everything was perfect. Everything was absolutely this. You must do that. You must do that. It is wonderful. It's grand. There isn't, no place is perfect. Where we live is not perfect. Where anybody else lives is not perfect. And I don't really believe in, only saying all the good things about some place. I don't think that's a fair assessment. And I'd appreciate if people told me their opinion, good, bad, or indifferent about something. You take it for what it's worth. You look at the source, you look at the experience, and whatever. So, I have made comments, one about the food here. Again, something we will probably discuss in more detail when we do Stephen and Walter Live. For the most part, it's been fine. It's just that we have found it a little bit lacking in variety. But that's us, And, it's really not a major criticism of Australia, all right? They have a slightly different eating lifestyle than what we have where I come from. That's all. It's just a little different. It takes a little time to get used to it. I may have made some comments about, certain ethnic kind of people who there's quite a few of them here. And yes, and sometimes I was quite annoyed with them, especially when they popped into my pictures, and you all know I've talked about that before. That's not to say that I think they should be wiped off the face of the planet. Although there were moments, but those were just, off the cuff kind of, how you get frustrated sometimes. So I don't want anybody to think that I'm ranting and raving about, races or something like that. Whatever. Again, we'll probably say more about that when we go live. So anyways, this is a short little update. And I'm going to have some more wine. We got to kill it. 4 liters of wine before we go home. Well, on the way. So anyways, bottom line is right now, I've enjoyed this trip, but it's time to come home. I am actually starting to miss home. And yeah, it happens. It's been almost 5 weeks. So it's time to get back to reality. So the next time you hear from me, with the exception of probably another video that I'll do tomorrow and probably when we fly out, will be, I guess, next Sunday, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, if we're awake, doing Stephen and Walter Live. So take care. We'll talk to you, everybody, later. Bye-bye.